Yo, what's up, everyone? It's Lalit Devraj. You know how it is, Choice Beats. So, today, we have a very special guest, David, my friend, D-Koy, to the world of beatbox. No, but, alright, no, really, but yo, we got David. We've been friends for, a few years, and I'm just really glad that we're able to do this finally.
Yes.
Dang. Yes.
Yes, about time.
Yeah, dude. Dang. Alright, man. So, yo, thanks for coming. But
Okay.
so we know how we met a few years ago when I lost against the OT. You know, with you
I
at the East
swear
Coast.
we met before that.
Really?
Yes.
When?
2016 American Champs.
Okay. That makes sense too.
Yes.
All right. Dang it. I'm sorry for not remembering you.
It's okay.
But look how far you've come, right?
Yeah,
So-
soon I won't remember you.
Oh no.
Okay.
Cool, man. But no, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. Like, dude. Who is D-Koy?
Who am I?
Yeah, tell us all. Who is
D-Koy. I am D-Koy. D-Koy is... Ooh, how do I start this? Okay, so I was born in Boston, or a suburb of Boston. Pretty much grew up there my whole life, but I had a lot of influence of like Russian heritage. So yeah, my family moved from Russia. I'm a first gen. So yeah, just growing up here, typical immigrant pressures for those who know. Doing beatboxing, little out there. But yeah, like I'm me. I'm here. I beatbox. I love it. Let's do it.
Dude, no, that's awesome. Dude, no, that's sick. Yeah, man, I'm first immigrant, first generation too, so I feel you on that. So resonate,
Yes.
man. How, yeah, I mean, till now, it's 2020 at the time of this recording,
Yeah.
right? Like, how long have you been beatboxing? How have you come this far, and what have you seen?
Okay, so a little weird. So in the beginning, I don't really know exactly how I started. I have my first memory, my earliest memory where I beatboxed, and that's in first grade. We had like a show and tell where, you go up in front of the class and you do something or you show something, whatever. Um, my two friends and I, we went up and we were beatboxing there. So I was 7 at the time, I think. So that's 11 years ago now.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Lo-
So we met when we did, and then you beat me, and now recently, you've been doing so much. That's what I mean. Like you won your GBB Wildcard as well this
Thank you.
far. Dude, Discord, right?
Yes.
So part of Beatbox Talk, now Beatbox Community.
hmm
So yeah, dude, just tell me more.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, this year definitely has been the most life-changing, I guess you could say. For those who don't know, I actually live with this guy right now, and I have for a few months. So, yeah, I moved out, and I graduated high school. So I did that. I finished in January. So most people finish, May, June. Um, that's when most schools end. I doubled up on my classes, so then I could graduate early, and yeah, I'll be honest. A lot of that had to do with the GBB wildcard, and before I won it, I was thinking like, truly, can I do this? And I genuinely thought that I could do it, and because of that, like I had this goal set in mind, and I was like, okay, wow, if I win this wildcard, graduate early, and then you know the GBB clout, right? So it's like I was like I could take advantage of that after I graduate. I'll have 100% free time to just push that, and it worked out in a way but then there's Corona and all of that stuff that got in the way. Um, but yeah, before that, I was just growing beatbox community and working on myself as a beatboxer. I'm kind of going backwards in the way I'm explaining
No,
it,
it's
but
cool, man. It's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, go for it. It's awesome.
So yeah, like Beatbox Community, which was called Beatbox Talk before, was a project I started along with BBK and C Fresh. They owned Beatbox Talk before. That was the brand. It was a YouTube channel. They posted some shout out videos, but they always wanted to do like a podcast type thing. I was growing this Discord server in the beginning, which here I'll slide some info that I don't think like many people know. What I started before I actually joined C-Fresh and BBK and Beatbox Talk, I started a Discord server, which is a platform like TeamSpeak or Ventrilo. It's like online. You talk with people and you can jam, etc. Just battle, practice. That's the online scene.
So one
yeah.
second, let me.
Sorry, yeah.
No,
There's a lot.
No, it's good. It's good. So
Yeah.
just to target it in a way. So you touched on the online scene, and
Yes.
I know you're giving that background to the beatbox community watching. I'm sure we know what we're talking about, but to the audience out there, how would you explain it to kind of mainstream audience? What is the online scene that we always refer to in beatbox? How do you define it specifically?
Oh, okay.
For
okay.
you, yeah.
I like to see the online scene as like this training ground for the next generation. Because most people that go to live events, they're on the older end of the whole, beatbox scene, which is still young, it's like 20s. But yeah, like anybody in their teens, that's like the online scene is where they can go most of the time because it's free. They don't need to travel anywhere. So yeah, like that's where you get people, every day jamming the same people, competing in battles, just like trying to level themselves up to when they grow up, they'll start submitting wildcards and like make their way into live battles. So yeah, I see it as like almost a training ground for the real, the real live thing. But yeah, there's a lot more that's also possible with online. In cases like these, what's happening right now, the online scene kind of became the only thing that beatboxers could do. So you have the community and yeah, like jams, battles happening all the time. It's just constant beatbox, man.
No, that's fire.
Yeah.
I always wanted to ask this question, okay?
Okay.
And I think of all the people, I think you are one of the people,
Okay.
that I know. So you running, what is now Beatbox community.
Yeah.
I mean, man, like we live together, so I do, and I know you have the team backing you and everything, but like, how is that experience? Let's say someone else just like you, later on wants to start a Discord server for something, whether it's Beatbox or something similar, right? Like, is it hard, easy? Did you have any help? Did you self-learning? Like, what's the ramp up kind of effort, and how did it go? Because I know there was a time you were running battles like literally daily, I think. So I'll let you speak on it, but go for it.
So in my personal case, I started at a time where I saw the opportunity. It was a good opportunity to do that because TeamSpeak, which was kind of the main area at the time, it was slowly dying in activity, and it seemed like the server wasn't, it just seemed like it was dying. So yeah, Discord also was rising up as a platform, and I really liked it. I liked it more than TeamSpeak from my experience. So I was like, okay, let's try doing a similar thing, but on Discord and be active with it. And in the beginning, it proved hard. Because I'd say things get easier the more well-known you get in the scene, in a sense, where when I started, it was hard to find help. I didn't know a lot of people, so I was just asking around for staff members because before I made my own server, I was staff on an HBB Discord, or the Human Beatbox Discord. So that was the first like big Discord server with like 1,000+ people. And yeah, I was running battles a lot there, and that's where I was like, okay, this is cool. I can do this. But yeah, I don't know what it was, but I felt like I had some ideas that I wanted to push that was a little hard with the position I was in on the server. So eventually, like, I eventually burned out. I was running battles like almost daily, and I didn't feel like it was really benefiting me, which wasn't ever really the goal, but I just felt like it was draining me, and I didn't know what to do anymore. So I stopped with that, and it was at time, I'm still in high school during all of this, or So grades, all of that stuff, overlapping, colliding with the, oh God. I knew
dude,
this
I'm
would
watching.
happen.
All right, okay. Go for it.
Woo! Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I am
Yeah.
afraid of stinging things.
Yeah, you're not alone, bro. Okay.
But so I eventually just burned out, and I was like, okay, I need to focus on school, other things. But one fine day, I was talking with a guy named Jester in the HBB Discord, and I was like, yeah, like, man, I feel burned out, but I also like think there's so much cool stuff that could be done. And so that was kind of the first day where I was like, okay, let's do something. And so we made the server, and after that there was a 2-month period where I was setting everything up, getting staff, because based on my experience, you need to have that. You need to have staff before you grow. You can't grow and add on staff. You need to have that moderation, all of that kind of stuff ahead of time. So yeah, I was setting that up, and in the beginning, people think there's no belief in what you're doing, so you have to believe in it and do most of it. So in the beginning, yeah, it was me and like just a few people, but I was running battles daily, yeah, for I'd want to say like a 2-month period. So
like 60 days in a row, kind
yeah,
of.
yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
Okay.
I pretty much, I don't really remember, but I don't think I missed the day there. Yeah, same time every day. I think I'd just come back from school and then, okay, host a battle.
That's
Let's
sick, dude.
go.
Respect. Like, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, it slowly started growing, and the staff were being active. We were doing constant events, consistency, and people attracted towards that. So yeah, the word started spreading. Friends tell each other, hey, come on the server, let's jam. And yeah, the biggest next hurdle was getting active in jam channels. I would throw that battle, have a big battle, and then as soon as it ended, empty server. And this is something that, to this day, most servers struggle with that. I'd say that we finally like got past that hurdle, but yeah, like getting to the point where there's always people online, but not in the server. So you need to think about it. Okay, we need to have at least one person in it, because I'm sure people check the server daily. They look, oh, is anyone in the channel? If it's empty, they just won't join. So it's that thing about being the first one to join the channel and waiting for people. So you need to find a way. So in the beginning, I was like, okay, I'll just ask my staff then. If you see if you're online, server's empty, go in there. People will join you. And then as you continue to do that, eventually you'll get some people who aren't staff that do that. And then, constant activity in the server.
More and more.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
No. This is good. I'll
so
let you.
much.
No, this is so great. I'm really happy to hear this. I hope it's, it's fun, engaging, and helping everyone out there too. But man, this question is something kind of close to my heart because I can relate to it as well.
Yeah.
So, I'm a beatboxer.
Yes.
I used to battle Ventrilo back in the day. Then TeamSpeak a little. Now there's Discord. The juxtaposition, right? Big word there. Between beatbox from a solo perspective, right? Solo beatboxer career perspective, and then now you're running beatbox community, right? The Discord side.
Yeah.
For myself, I was battling more consistently, and now running Legends along with the team, right? So the question is, do you feel, and you've won a GBB Wildcard as a solo beatboxer, now such a big achievement with the Discord server, which, and you can touch on this too, which I feel also helped you from the ambition before to even run GBB online as well with the team and your experience.
Yeah.
So my question here is, what do you feel? What's going to happen? Is there an impasse where you have to choose between the both? Have you thought about it? What do you think is going to happen? There's probably going to be, and there currently are, probably people in our community too, and even outside our beatbox community. So how do you tackle that? How do you balance such big things, which basically are personal to you and you give a lot of value, emotion, etc.?
Yeah. Let's see. This one's tough for sure. And yeah, I feel like right now I'm at like a crossroad. Like winning that wild card definitely told me, okay, like it's gonna help everything, and that's the way I saw it leading up to it. I was like, wow, if I can win this, yes, that would be great for D-Koy, but that wasn't the main thing I was honestly thinking about. I was like, wow, okay, with this big outreach that my personal brand might now have, I could, repurpose that to beatbox community. It's a fact that GBB competitors, they win a wild card. Once they go on the event, you start seeing the Instagram followers go up, the YouTube subscribers. It's up to you to let that boat sail. If you want to put out content during that period, that'll probably push that even more. I haven't really done that with my personal brand. There's a reason too, because I wasn't in the wildcard announcement video.
Okay.
So I actually didn't make it originally. I got 11th. They accepted 10. So yeah, because of me being one off, someone ended up dropping out. Shout out to Alicia. Thank you, man.
Shout out, bro.
But yeah, I ended up going in, but that was after they announced the video, so I didn't get as much of a push as the average competitor. So yeah, I've just been, I'm kind of now taking the stance of go underground, don't let people hear what you're doing, come out and throw out a lot of new techniques, and yeah, hopefully almost like the Tamazakre kind of spot, hiss kind of spot, that's where I see myself to try to move in this GBB.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice. So that's a nice statement. That's a
Thank
strong
you.
one too.
Yeah,
Really is.
I need
So
to live
look-
up to it.
Yeah,
but
look out for this guy. That's what I'm hearing. Dang. So on that note,
Yeah.
do you think that, and this is one of those questions, and it's a fun one, but do you think that with GBB being postponed,
Mhm.
right? And everyone's different, everyone has their style. Do you think that others are training even harder, aka they were ready, so they were ready back then, and now it's like they're still ready and they can just get better? And how does that influence your mentality, or do you think it even matters, or kind of where do you stand with that? Where, if there's more time in general, but everyone gets it, is that a good
Yeah.
or bad thing? What does that really mean for you?
I think it
as a
depends on the
competitor?
person. For me, I think it was a good thing, because, well, let's see. Okay, in multiple ways.
Uh-huh.
Corona is an awful thing, and yeah, it's to a lot of people it affected them seriously. I was fortunate enough to not be affected by it, so and neither was my family. But yeah, because of Corona closing down things, the online scene did get a boost. So in a sense, as bad as it sounds, Corona did help the online scene, and for that reason, GBB happened online. I got the opportunity to be in the place that hosted it, which helped the community grow a good amount. So yeah, I'm grateful for that. But yeah, the time wise, I think it helped me because now it just gives me more time to work on my projects, set up my projects the way I want, so that when I show up to GBB, I have more to then repurpose to. Like when I was saying, if I do well at GBB, yeah, I can then push that audience to beatbox community. But if I have way more projects, I can push it to all of them.
Nice. So wow, it's almost like you're prepping for GBB, but from the stance that you are balancing both. Essentially, that's the
Yeah.
answer I'm hearing
Yeah.
after everything.
Yes.
Right, to paint it well. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Good luck.
Thank
I
you.
know you can do it. So you got it, man. So segueing because it's on the same topic, but
Yes.
situation, unfortunately, 2020. Whenever everyone watches this video, I'm pretty sure we know what we're talking about. That case, talking about finances and the online beatbox community,
Yeah.
and asking you specifically, right? GBB hosted by Swiss Beatbox, right? In
Yes.
this case, there was no admission fee, and I get it, and it was great. The way everything was executed for the right reasons and everything for the community. But from your positioning, I would say, what's your view on this and the future of online with beatbox and monetization from a financial perspective to tackle at least, topic of this channel?
Yeah. It's definitely pretty tough, and one of the reasons, and this is not to call out, well, in a sense it is, to be honest, but I think the beatbox scene itself isn't really supportive of finding ways to like monetize beatboxing outside of ways where beatboxers don't need to pay anything. And I think, yeah, it's definitely a problem in my eyes, where I
Okay.
feel like anytime I tried to do something where Beatbox Talk Champs hosted like a year ago. It was like a really big online battle, and we did charge an admission fee. Um, and for that, it was like $5 first 50, and then $10 next 200. I was gonna use that to help towards funding the judges, all that stuff, um, prize money, etc. So, but for that, I got this group of people, that threw some backlash at me. And after that, with doing certain things, the way I've been running my server, I do take it like a business. And I didn't say that until after people said, yeah, beatbox community is like a business. But they said it in a negative manner. But I'm embracing it because what's wrong with that? Um, what's wrong with this online server being treated as a business? I want to legitimize beatboxing, and to me that shouldn't be a problem. So $5 to come in and watch world class beatboxers go at it is definitely fair for me. But yeah, like again, with GBB doing this stuff and making it free, yeah, it puts me in a tough position. And honestly, I have a few ideas to find ways to monetize it as well, and that'll probably be releasing in the months leading after you release this video. Um, and yeah, I expect I'll get some backlash, and hopefully me talking right now up front, I'll have something to show. I'll just link them to this video. But
Cool.
yeah, more views, right? all that stuff. No, but seriously, my intentions are to bring money into beatboxing. Yes, I do want to be able to sustain myself as I do it, but I feel like that's everyone wants to do that. Who doesn't,
Yeah.
right?
No. Right.
So
No. I I didn't expect that type of answer. This is real. I had
yeah,
some
I'm calling
questions.
y'all out.
No, I had some questions planned. Trying to remember them, kind of go smooth with the conversation. But this is really organic, and so I do want to touch on that point. And I think that for me personally, I've been more involved in the physical scene than the online scene as of recent, at least, especially. And that being said, it's kind of like I wanted to ask you, if physical battles can charge because there are overhead costs, the judges, the venues, transportation, potentially food, whatever it is that you agree. But online, it's almost like the overhead disappears. Do you kind of agree? And that's why it's been almost like okay to not charge. But yes, I agree with you. Then what happens next, right? So right now, I didn't even expect that answer. It's a very honest one.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you shared, by the way. So I don't have too much to say. I think it's just I'm glad you shared because it's a truth and glad you put it out there, right? So do you think, real question, right? Because of this, in the way the world is going, if things are really online, let's say after the situation, physical events are normal, they come back to normal.
Yeah.
Do you think people will be like, man, I can go online, get 1080p live stream, it's perfect quality, basically live stream, 2-3 years from now. Why would I want to go to a physical event? I mean, do you think that experience could ever happen where things would just switch,
Where people would only want to just go on online
yeah,
battles?
just online, maybe because it is cheaper, but obviously if the experience totally is greater long term,
Yeah.
I think that's a world shift.
Yeah.
But even from a financial perspective, do you think, this is the question, do you think that the delta charged in admission for an event, aka if a physical event is $50 for example, and online it's $10, do you think that someone would consistently choose an online event than a physical one if they're a true like kind of beatbox community member that we know of? That
I think there will be a place for both.
Okay.
Just like in
not
other.
calling anyone out, by the way, I'm just asking.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I think there'll be a place for both. Just like other scenes that are bigger than ours right now. There are rap discords, and there are rap battles live. So both exist. I don't know much about whether the rap ones have ways of monetizing it or something like that. But yeah, like. Yeah, I think there will be a place for both. Like genuinely, it's just going to be interesting how online scene could monetize itself outside of just like YouTube views. It's genuinely something that I'm trying to figure out daily.
Yeah. No, you're literally like what is the forefront, the pioneer of sorts. So great, man. Keep it up.
Thanks.
To be honest, I got nothing else. More because this was a pleasure hearing your answers, man.
Thank you.
But do you have any final words before I kind of tell everyone where they can find you?
Yeah, stay tuned. There should be some big news coming with Beatbox community. I'm releasing a few of those projects that some of them do include trying to monetize the scene in some way or form. If you like it, yeah, I'm just trying to enhance stuff. So if you don't, then yeah, keep talking trash in the Discord servers.
Dang, you called them out. I was gonna say pretty similar, but damn. Okay. No, it's cool.
It's just funny. Yeah, it got to me.
Cool.
It got to me, man.
No, it's fair. It's fair. Yeah, no, and that's.
I was demotivated for a good period of time. I was like, man, I'm just trying to help, man.
Yeah.
I was a beatboxer from the online community. Like, I'm not like this government like employers. I don't know what they see me as.
No, I think I get it, right? And I think that beatboxers, they're from all facets of life and all the countries and age groups and cultural differences, and I think that it's what it is. I think that, to me personally, if you're creating value more than someone is basically paying for it, or if you're charging whatever it is and there's just more value in general, or someone's willing to pay for it and it's a good kind of motive behind it, then I see no problem. And that's literally why I run Legends. I'm hearing the same thing with you. So I think people just need to see more and understand more maybe of the back end. And whenever they see that, they're like, dang, maybe there's a lot more, and I'm seeing, $5 is totally worth me not maybe spending time to make it happen, but they're appreciative for the effort. You know, I think with time will tell. And the more as Beatbox is getting bigger, our community may be what we call small now, but it's gonna grow. It's growing, and we know how it is. So, no, man, respect. So, respect.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to end it up, all right?
Cool.
All right. So, guys, this was the first version of this type of talk, so I really hope you enjoyed it. Please leave in the comments, like, any way or anything you really want to see or anything could be better. Really, I mean it. So, I appreciate it. And for now, David Tversky, D-Koy Beatbox.
Okay.
Okay. So, find him on Instagram at where?
D-Koy Beatbox, D-K-O-Y, Beatbox, one word, no spaces.
Nice. And anything else you want to plug or tell them or anything about anything?
Discord.gg/beatbox is my server. If you care to support it at all, become a Patreon or a patron. I don't know what the word is, but patreon.com/beatbox community, I believe. Yeah, all support is appreciated, and we're working to make the online scene better and better every day.
Yeah, I'll leave links in the description below. So, all right.
Cool. Much love to you guys.
Yeah, it's been real, guys. You know how it is. Thank you so much. Like, actually, it's been real. All right, super awkward goodbyes.
All right, peace.
All right, peace.
Peace.